Yeah. Hey, guys. Wow, that sounded angry. Do you not like refugees? Oh, jeez. Why are you running into them, Hawke? You fucking dumbass. What was I saying? Right. Hey, guys. We're back at it. We're picking up coins off the ground from bloody corpses. And would you please? Good lord. So yeah, so today we're gonna do bait and switch. It's the big Fenris quest. And I'm a little anxious about it, just a little wee bit. I have a lot of emotions about it, a lot of thoughts. To be fair, I feel like most of the... Oh, that is just a skeleton in the middle of the city. Oh. That was a Qunari skeleton. That's massively unpleasant. I like how the Qunari compound is just boarded up. He just put a little fence here. That's it. Nothing to see here, folks. So, let's go to... We're going to go to Hawke's house first, actually, because we're going to change up our party and walk around. Because Anders is not coming on this quest at all. It is not allowed. We're going to take a break from Anders for a little bit. Dog. Oh! Now she's here.
To wet your teeth on.
What? Bark.
Freshly confiscated mutton just for you. Have at it.
Yay!
Just checking on my best guardsman. He's helping the men to learn healthy respect and how to run.
I feel like there should have been more dialogue there. I want to hear about how my dog's harassing the recruits. Who will we take to the Hanged Man with us when we do this? Varric for sure. I guess we'll take Meryl. Okay. This is a pretty emotional quest for me specifically. Why not Sebastian? Because I want Varric, and we don't need 3 archers. Varric's a must-have for me for this quest. So, to be honest, it was between Aveline and Meryl. Maybe I should take Aveline. Maybe I'll change my mind during our walk.
Master must have been a terrible man to make you hate mages so.
Oh.
He is a terrible man. He's not dead.
We're not all like him.
How often I hear that, and yet how often I find it's not true.
The keepers are different. They exist to preserve the old ways and to protect our people.
And none of them would ever fall prey to a demon or perform blood magic.
It's impossible to talk to you.
Meryl, sweet summer child. It's not. No, you're right. I will take Aveline. I have time to change my party before we go to the Hanged Man, so it's okay. Here's the thing. We don't take Anders on this quest because he is the only party member that says something shitty. And it feels completely out of character for him, and I don't like it. So we don't take him, and we don't speak of it. Yeah, she is a friend of Fenris more. I just like to have a more balanced party when I'm doing, like, just for combat. But I agree. You'll change it once we're going. Oh, what I was going to say about Meryl and Fenris's conversation they just had, though. Like, she says that Fenris is impossible to talk to about this. And I don't think he is. I think he's actually very reasonable. I think why they think he's impossible to talk to is because he is, like, he's unapologetic about his feelings. Like, he's gonna just tell you what he thinks. He's not gonna beat around the bush or, like, you know, fluff it up in any way. He's not gonna, like, try and, you know, lie to you to be polite. He's over it. I think Fenris is just tired of people saying not all mages. Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what he said, where he's like, I keep being told this, and it keeps not being true. Because, like I've said multiple times, it's not that he hates all mages. He just knows that mages have this potential. And he's very, like, legitimately concerned about that. And, you know, when people are like, oh, Fenris, you should just get over it. You should just trust mages. he's not going to. And even when he's like, okay, fine, like, I won't, you know, assume the worst ends up happening anyways, most of the time. And also, yeah, exactly. Like, Meryl is on a certain path, and, like, she's all sunshine and rainbows and conversations, but, you know, she's holed up in her room with, like, an Illuvian, like, making deals with demons and practicing blood magic. So the minute that Fenris is like, yeah, okay, so you say that keepers are always, like, good, but, like, what, are they immune to getting possessed, to doing blood magic? Because those are the things I'm against. Because that's the thing really specifically about Fenris, is it's not mages, it's the potential they have to cause harm. And the potential they have to cause harm even when they don't intend it. It's an interesting conversation. Okay.
Are you certain it's her?
An elf matching your description on the ship you named. And alone, as far as I could tell.
I need to know if it's a trap.
I did as you asked, Fenris. Now it's up to you. You talk to him, Hawke. I've had my fill for today.
Then he is first of us.
Maybe I can help, Fenris.
It's my sister. I didn't tell you, but I followed up on Hadriana's information. Everything she said was true. I had to keep it quiet, but I eventually contacted Verania and sent her coin enough to come meet me. And now she's here.
Do you see the look on his face?
She was in Carinus after all.
My sister left Magister Ahriman's service, and I found her in Minrathous. That made things more difficult. But according to the men I paid, it's just as Hadriana said. She's not a slave. She's a tailor, in fact. Getting a letter to her was difficult, and she didn't believe me at first. But she's finally come.
You're worried Daenerys knows?
The more it seems he doesn't know, the more certain I become he does. Come with me, Hawke. I need you there when I meet her.
I'll come with you.
Where is she?
If we go to the Hanged Man during the day, she'll be there, for the next week at least. It would mean a lot to me. That's all I ask.
Whoever animated his... Whoever animated that shit is to freaking give them an award. Oh, Fenris is reading about Chantry story is about spirits and the Fade. Interesting. I don't feel like reading that right now, but that's interesting. Okay, let's change our party and go. We're gonna stroll down to Lowtown. We're gonna take our time. We're gonna get some dialogue on the way there.
Why are you still here, Varric?
Starkhaven's too pretentious for me, and Cumberland's too boring.
You always say you hate commitment, but here you are, 6 years later, still at Hawke's side.
Daveline, I thought you'd have noticed by now. I lie a lot.
He's like, I'm afraid of commitment and responsibility, except when it comes to Hawke. You know, do I have different armor? I don't want to be dressed as a gladiator for this. Is that silly? Is that silly of me? It's not silly of me. I'm buying new armor. I'm not procrastinating. This is not the time to be slutty, Hawke. No one's selling armor. What the fuck? Did I miss one here? I see 2. Okay. Blades. Oh. The hell? Maybe Lowtown has some. If not, we'll just be slutty. It'll just be what it is. Click the helmet. What helmet? Oh my god. It's because I was in the wrong tab? I know how to play this game. You don't have to correct me. I know.
That tip, Fenris.
You caught them then?
Yes, a whole nest of slave runners working out of the Undercity.
I imagine you imprisoned them?
Sadly, they never made it to prison.
You always know how to make me smile, Aveline.
Let's kill slavers, Aveline. Oh, what a good friendship. I know how to...
Rathos slave bazaar is like this. They say the alleys are 10 miles long.
I've never heard that piece of dialogue. God, they're all selling the same shit. Okay, that's it. I'm over it. I'm just gonna gather myself. Cause, woo! I wore my token. And I got wine. I'm set up.
It really is you.
Verania? I remember you. We played in our master's courtyard while Mother worked. You called me.
Leto. That's your name.
What's wrong? Why are you so...
Shit.
It's a trap.
Ah, my little Fenris. Predictable as always.
I'm sorry it came to this, Leto.
You led him here.
Now, Fenris. Don't blame your sister. She did what any good Imperial citizen should.
I never wanted these filthy markings, Daenerys. But I won't let you kill me to get them.
How little you know, my pet. And this is your new master, then? The champion of Kirkwall?
Ugh.
Impressive.
Ugh! Time to die.
Fenris doesn't belong to anyone.
Do I detect a note of jealousy? It's not surprising. The lad is rather skilled, isn't he?
Shut your mouth, Daenerys.
Gross.
The word is master.
Yeah, let's kill him. Let's get my dog in here. There's nothing in that conversation that wasn't disgusting. I feel like Fenris goes even harder during this battle than any other battle. I'm probably imagining it, but... Alright, where's the bastard? Oh, demons. Nice. Thanks, Daenerys, you dick. Can I fight? Hawke, can you please attack? Please help Fenris. Why are you like this, Hawke? Verinia's just having a meltdown. Corpses. Oh, whoops. Oh, fuck you, Daenerys, you fucking prick. I don't know what he hit me with, but it fucking hurt. Jesus. Yeah, Verena, is this worth it, bitch? I'm sorry. Do the attack. Thank you. He always fucks off.
Hard won and deserved. One less against us.
What holds me?
God.
You are no longer my master.
I had no choice, Leto.
Stop calling me that.
He was going to make me his apprentice. I would have been a magister.
You sold out your own brother to become a magister.
You have no idea what we went through, what I've had to do since Mother died. This was my only chance.
And now you have no chance at all.
Please, don't do this. Please, tell him to stop.
I'm gonna make a different decision than I usually do.
Wait. Don't kill her.
Why not? She was ready to see me killed. What is she to me other than just one more tool of the Magisters?
This is your family, Fenris.
Elf, Fenris, don't. It won't help. Trust me.
Get out.
You said you didn't ask for this, but that's not true. You wanted it. You competed for it. When you won, you used the boon to have Mother and I freed.
Why are you telling me this?
Freedom was no boon. I look on you now, and I think you received the better end of the bargain.
I thought discovering my past would bring a sense of belonging. But I was wrong. Magic has tainted that too. There is nothing for me to reclaim. I am alone.
I'm here, Fenris.
Thanks, game.
You heard what Varania said. I wanted these. I fought for them. I feel unclean. Like this magic is not only etched into my skin, but has also stained my soul. Let's go. I need to get out of here.
So, what that shot was supposed to be is Fenris coming up real close and having a little romantic lean in. Not a kiss, but a nice romantic lean in. By the way, we didn't read what Fenris has been up to over these past 3 years. That seems like a lot to talk about right now, but I forgot to do it. So, all right, Fenris, last 3 years. 3 years ago, after confronting Hadriana, Fenris learned of his long-lost sister. He has spoken little of it, though it clearly still preys on his mind. He has not left Kirkwall to pursue the matter, remaining in Daenerys' mansion, even though it is common knowledge in Hightown that a friend of the champion lives within. Fenris finds his high profile in the city both intriguing and alarming. Over the last year, he has spoken more than once of leaving Kirkwall for good. If not for the debt he owes to Callum, he would have likely already have moved on. As for the night Fenris and Callum shared 3 years ago, he refuses to speak more of it. However, it's clear he has not forgotten, although any lingering feelings remain unresolved. Whether that will change remains to be seen. My heart. But yeah, classic BioWare. If you're an archer, fuck you. You know, that's just how it is. I'm just going to auto-level up myself, because I don't care.
You're too quiet, Varric.
I'm thinking of switching to romances. Nothing? Not even a foreboding frown?
I am content. Write what you will.
Well, that certainly takes the fun out of it. Contentment in the barracks? We'll pay to hear that shit.
Then I should have thought of it years ago.
Let's walk through Hightown. See if we get any more dialogue, and then we'll talk to Fenris. I feel like that quest is so large in my mind, but it takes all of 5 minutes.
How are you at finales, Varric?
I'm expecting some practical experience fairly soon.
Make it a good one, will you?
For you, madam, endless sunsets and roses.
Varric.
And the swift hand of the law sweeping all aside. I thought it went unsaid.
They're cute. But yeah, I feel like that quest feels like it's such a big, huge thing, even though the quest is like 2 minutes. Ooh, shall I talk about it before we go talk to Fenris? Because I have thoughts. I mean, here's the biggest thing that we need to get out of the way. The biggest thing is it is like absolutely canon that Daenerys sexually abused Fenris. It is absolutely canon. If you couldn't infer that from the dialogue, people have asked David Gator, and he said yes, that is definitely what happened. They definitely had that. Depending on like the dialogue choices you make, Daenerys can say that Fenris is like seemed pretty fond of him, which is gross. So there's that, because I mean, there's like all this like demeaning language and stuff of like calling him lad and calling him little Fenris and things like that, and calling him pet, all those things, right? It's all super gross, and it's all, I don't know, it's like so bold. It's been like what, like 6-8 years since Fenris has run away. And he's still acting this entitled to him on that level. Like, barely even anger. Just, like, full entitlement. Full, like... Also the fact that, you know, when Fenris gets mad at Verania, he says that she just did what any good Imperium citizen would do. Which is, like, so gross on so many levels. So gross on so many levels. Because, first of all, he's obviously referring to the fact that, like, you know, she's reporting where his lost property is, right? And, you know, suggesting that that's the proper and good thing for her to do, even though she's his sister. And it's like, my headcanon is actually that they're twins. I don't know why I'm like that, but, I just am. And it's something else. And I mean, I have a lot of thoughts about Verania. I can't talk about Verania very much because of reasons, but like, wow. It sucks. And I'm like, it sucks for her. Her life sucks. Because I'm like, yeah, imagine being a fucking free elf into winter. What the fuck are you supposed to do? It's like, I wrote a little fanfic. And it's real dark. It's real bad. But it's me writing about like Fenris, like Leto essentially becoming a slave. And I write in it that when Fenris is negotiating his boon with Daenerys, he's like, oh, you know, my sister and my mom are going to need money. Like, I don't know much about, you know, being free, but I know they need money to survive. And Daenerys makes a deal with him that he'll give them 100 sovereigns, but that money is like literally barely anything in Minrathous. Like, everything's so inflated that that's like giving someone like, you know, $20 and saying good luck. And like, the thing that's interesting about it is it's interesting to me that Verania wouldn't have gone back to slavery, considering that it's pretty well established in the canon that slavery is so common in Tevinter that people will just sell themselves into slavery if they're in financial hardship. So that's interesting to me, because I'm like, you know, she's saying that Fenris got the better end of the deal, but like, if she really thought that. But on the other side, I'm like, I can really sympathize with her, because like, there's no way she's had an easy go. Like, especially being like an elf with magic. Like, but yeah, it's bizarre for her to assume that Fenris had it better. And I mean, that can also really come from a place of ignorance, where she probably doesn't know shit about the lyrium ritual. She probably doesn't know shit about, you know, the sexual abuse, at least like not as something that definitely happened. And like, even if she, you know, has some idea, you have to imagine that she's having her own experiences and her own troubles and her own stuff. So it might be easy to look at someone like Fenris and be like, oh, well, you're strong and you can protect yourself and you got away. And also, like, while you were a slave to like this fancy magister who like pretty much like, you know, spoiled you compared to what he did to his other slaves. So I can see where she's coming from. It's just so incredibly hurtful. I always thought she was brainwashed into thinking the way she does by Daenerys. That's another thing too, is like, you know, the fact that Hadriana said that she was living in that other city, and then Fenris is like, oh yeah, but by the time I tracked her down, she wasn't there anymore. She was in Minrathous. And it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, what, you know, what came first here? Did she move back to Minrathous, like, independent of Fenris finding out about her, independent of Daenerys finding out that Hadriana was dead? Like, was she this kind of like ace in his hand that he was just like holding on to see what would happen? Because it's also, there's no reason why she wouldn't be a slave. Because, anyway. Also, I'm just going to say, her saying that Daenerys was going to make her his apprentice. First of all, mages and like magisters and like big time important people like Daenerys in Tevinter have several apprentices. So being an apprentice doesn't necessarily mean that you are in line to inherit his position in the Senate. So did he say that? Because like Veneria, that's not what's gonna happen. There's no way he's gonna have like an elf take over his house. Like, are you kidding me? It's there's a lot going on. There's a lot. And the thing that's really interesting is it gives a lot of space to actually infer and figure things out, because it's like, was she a tailor? Like, was she still free? Like, what was the situation? We're never ever gonna know, right? So there's a lot you can kind of like play around with. There's also an amount of grooming, maybe. Like, Fenris left Daenerys, did some shit to groom her long term. Absolutely. Like, especially around the time Hadriana, like, gets killed, and he's, like, probably figuring that Fenris would have, like, tortured her until, she said some information. And was probably like, she's probably going to say this, so I'm going to keep this off real close to me. So that if Fenris does anything to try and contact her, to try and see her, anything, she's in my hand, not in his hand. Anyway, I don't want to talk about this anymore. We're going to go talk to Fenris.
You could go anywhere you like now.
I'm aware of that.
Oh, you could become a raider. You could join my crew.
The crew of your non-existent ship?
Well, with that attitude, you're never going anywhere, are you?
Are you always over here, Isabella?
She doesn't understand. Yes, I am free. Daenerys is dead. Yet, it doesn't feel like it should.
Yikes.
You thought killing him would solve everything. But it doesn't.
I suppose not. I thought if I didn't need to run and fight to stay alive, I would finally be able to live as a free man does. But how is that? My sister is gone, and I have nothing. Not even an enemy.
Maybe that just means there's nothing holding you back.
An interesting thought. It's just difficult to overlook the stain that magic has left on my life. If I seem bitter, it's not without cause. Perhaps it is time to move forward. I just don't know where that leads. Do you?
Wherever it leads, I hope it means we'll stay together.
That is my hope as well. We have never discussed what happened between us 3 years ago.
You didn't want to talk about it?
I felt like a fool. I thought it better if you hated me. I deserve no less. But it isn't better. That night, I remember your touch as if it were yesterday. I should have asked your forgiveness long ago. I hope you can forgive me now.
I need to understand why you left Fenris.
I've thought about the answer 1,000 times. The pain, the memories it brought up, it was too much. I was a coward. If I could go back, I would stay. Tell you how I felt.
What would you have said?
Nothing could be worse than the thought of living without you.
Oh, I don't know. This might be fun to hold over you a while longer.
If there is a future to be had, I will walk into it gladly at your side.
Fun fact, that last line Fenris had, that's the line I used when I proposed to fucking Keith. Ooh. You know what? Let's walk around Hightown and pick up quests from these randos that have exclamation marks. There's a bunch of them. I feel so much better. I was feeling really anxious playing this act, knowing that I had to do that quest. Now it's done. And they're together like they're supposed to be. Everything's fine. Where do we find the Sword of Mercy? I'm excited for that.
Ah, the champion of Kirkwall. Your reputation precedes you.
Look at this beard.
Forgive me. I should introduce myself properly.
What is this?
My name is Nancio Caldera Lanos. I'm a noble from the beautiful country of Antiva.
Wait a minute. Is this the quest I think it is?
It must have taken a lot of practice to say that all in one breath.
It's mostly to impress the ladies, I assure you. I've come to ask your help, champion. Hiding among the Dalish is an elven assassin I've been chasing for months. He's a master manipulator who will endanger even his own kind to ensure his survival.
You don't seem the type to hunt assassins. Why are you after him?
At first, it was merely duty to Antiva. But after losing so many good men to him, it became personal. He's nothing but a murderer, a thief, and a liar.
You want me to use my wily ways to find out where the Dalish are hiding this elf?
That is part of it, yes. This elf is very dangerous, and he must be brought in before he kills again. I've heard of your dealings with the Dalish. I was hoping you could go where my men could not. Find out where the assassin is hiding, and apprehend him.
I'll see what I can do.
One of the Dalish, a woman named Variel, is a friend of his. I suggest speaking with her first.
We won't be here when you get back. We got a campsite outside the city. Look for us there.
That's not suspicious. You know, actually, let's take Meryl. Do. Any plants or anything?
I don't like the looks of this.
Oh.
That should do it.
Oh, jeez Louise. How is this allowed?
Do you regret it? What happened with your sister, I mean?
No.
You don't wish that maybe you hadn't found her again?
Whatever I wish, it is already done.
You're lucky then. There are so many things I wish I could undo.
Interesting. Side quest galore. Yeah, sometimes you pick up quests that are just like handing somebody back something. You know?
Greetings, champion. That is what they call you in your city, isn't it? Did you need something?
I hear there is a criminal hiding among the Dalish.
He is not among us. This criminal of yours is set up in a cave away from our camp. He said there would be people looking for him, and to tell anyone who asked where he was.
I thought the point of hiding was not to be found.
He said he didn't want to endanger our people by asking us to lie for him. Not something you'd expect from a cruel and evil murderer, is it? He'll be waiting for you at the cave. Good luck trying to reach him, however.
This assassin is strange indeed. Why do you think he would give away his position?
Ah, Fenris, I love you so much.
I enjoy following
Come
you.
on, say it.
This place is known, even into winter.
What?
This place is known, even into winter.
Sundermount? Huh. I don't know why he won't say the thing. It's because you're all watching. He's getting nervous. Spiders! Fucking spiders.
If we kill them, we get their stuff.
They're spiders, Isabella. What stuff are they gonna have? Listen, Fenris just isn't into PDA. That's a lie. He totally is. You know he is. But, like, very specific kinds. He has to, like, reclaim all that shit for himself. He never got to date anybody. He's got us waiting in anticipation. Sorry, I can't help it. I'm gay. Ooh. Some dead crows.
This assassin is strange indeed.
You already said this.
Why do you think he would give away his position?
I don't know. I didn't know 5 minutes ago, and I don't know now, Fenris. Ooh. Is this a dead guy? Ooh, pile of bones. What's over here? Love a good Rocky Horror reference. Hell yeah, we do. Where are you, Zevran? Is this where I came from? What? What? Hold on a second. Did I just walk around in a circle and leave? Oh my god. There you go. There are spiders. I keep saying this to you. Fenris is yelling a lot today. It's got a lot of feelings. It's got to yell. Me too. You just got to just yell at those feelings. Oh, is this something better for me to wear? Oh, hi, sweetheart. I look really Tim Curry today? What is it? Please explain. Explain yourself right now. The mischievous smirk really hits it too. It's my eyes! Goodness gracious. I can't believe this. Y'all. Listen, if I have chaotic gay energy, then so be it. I'll accept this burden.
From the look of these traps, the assassin was definitely expecting company.
Trap!
Trap! Steps on... Fenris, get out of the fire! I stepped around the trap.
Done.
You all didn't need to walk in there. Ow! I gotta stop doing that. Meryl! I think we're almost at Zevran. Oh, yeah. He's definitely hanging out with the giant pile of coin. Where is he? Oh, God. Listen.
It was bound here. As long as it has something to guard, duty will force it to stay.
The game designers could only do so much stuff, so we have to fight it more than once.
Now you, I wasn't expecting.
I thought I smelled Antivan leather.
Isabella! If it isn't my favorite pirate wench.
Shouldn't you be dead by now?
I could say the same.
Him.
It seems we were both fortunate to find powerful friends, no? How do you do? My name is Zevran Aranai, adventurer and occasional assassin. I must admit, I was waiting for an assault by the crows, not the mighty champion of Kirkwall.
How do you know I'm the champion?
Slayer of Kunari, Deep Roads explorer, and may I say, one fine specimen of manhood. You underestimate your fame.
Woo!
How do you two know each other?
How does anyone know, Isabella?
Yes. Well, you'll never know Isabella again if you keep that up.
Fuck. Damn, Zevran's thirsty. He's been in this cave for like 2 days.
I'll assume you're not talking about birds.
Oh, please do not tell me you know nothing of the Antivan Crows.
How dare you wound me, sir?
The finest guild of assassins, an object of fear throughout the lands for any man with wealthy enemies. Or I should say they are. I am no longer a crow, a fact they find unacceptable.
There must be more to it than you leaving the guild.
That is offense enough to the crows, believe me. I may have also killed the last 4 assassins they sent after me, and older men. Oh, and the guildmaster. In fact, if you were a crow, you might make a fortune bringing me in. You should consider a career change. No, really.
I thought you'd be taller.
Let me guess. A man named Nuncio has asked you to capture a dangerous killer, yes? What did he say this time? That I killed his wife, butchered his parents, sold his children into slavery? Or did he tell you he was a lawman from Antiva, charged with apprehending a ridiculously handsome fugitive?
Do I dare?
He didn't mention how handsome.
Fenris like,
so you've noticed. I credit my high cheekbones and pouty lips. Bring me to Nuncio if you wish, but I warn you, he surely intends to kill you. The crows do not like loose ends, unlike myself. But you are a man who can clearly handle himself, yes? Why worry? So, you can either tie me up, gag me, and then manhandle me. Or you can take me to Nuncio. Which will it be, I wonder?
You know him best. What do you think?
I've had better.
Letting him go or not?
Right.
Fuck. Woo!
I like your list of options, but does it have
Fenris
to
is
be
just like
your-
fuming in the
I
background.
knew you couldn't resist my obvious charms. It's the accent, isn't it?
I'm not going to hand you over to someone who lied to me.
As a suggestion, you might wish to deal with Nuncio. If you don't, he will only come after you. It's been more than a pleasure, my dear champion. Fare you well.
Alright, so let's go deal with that. Can't believe Isabel just murdered him. Can we talk about Zevran for a second, though? Can we talk about, like, the way he talks about the crows? And it's like, oh, like, why do they want to get you? And he's like, oh, I left. I'm like, that doesn't seem like a big enough reason for them to kill you. He's like, ah. He's like, oh, what did he say? That I sold his kids into slavery? Ha! And you're just in the back of your mind, you're like, Zevran was purchased as a child for 3 gold pieces.
I let your assassin go. Was I not supposed to do that?
You had him? And you let him go?
Yep.
I am thoroughly disappointed. No one fails the crows and lives.
Ah, poor stupid Nuncio. The crows do like that saying, but I am living proof it's a lie. Why they insist on thinking they can kill people like you and the warden, I will never guess.
Let me tell you, it's a burden I bear on a daily basis.
You are nothing but a traitor and a coward, Zevran. You'll die here.
This little head shake. Right in the eye.
Yes, well, let's see how that works out for you. I'm sure you wish to leave the camp, yes? But talk to me when you're done.
Is it fucking Zevran? One of my favorite things about Zevran is Zevran has this Dragon Age specific trait I've noticed with a lot of characters. He's a classic version. Anders Awakening, Anders specifically was like this, as is Varric, as is Dorian. They all have this thing where they fluff up their feathers and they make very specific jokes, being like, ha! But the things they joke about are always the things that are their biggest insecurities or issues or traumas. It's a lot. Like, Zevran's been through a lot. When you meet him in Origins, he's dead-ass suicidal. Like, he attacks you being like, well, I don't want to be a crow anymore. Haha. It sucks.
Excellent. Killing my former brothers in arms is oddly satisfying. I've little reward to offer you, champion, but perhaps this will serve as a token of my thanks. My dear Isabella, it has been a delight to see you again. You travel in fine company.
That's it? You're leaving? What about sex?
Ah, Isabella, I did so miss you.
That's because you have piss poor aim. Thankfully, you have other uses.
Are we sure he was part of a guild of assassins?
So we didn't get the fun dialogue that you can get there. But if you don't have Isabella in your party, Zevran straight up just propositions you. And if you're in a romance with Fenris, Fenris gets extremely territorial. And Zevran backs off immediately. So much sass. It's great. Anyway, that was fun. Okay, so I'm going to head back to Hightown and see what other quests we can pick up from peeps. Maybe Bone Pit? Maybe we'll do Bone Pit. We can fix our whole armor issue if we go and do that. Or we can just do whatever this is. Let's do that. Who needs rescuing? Oh yeah, this is like that guy sent me a letter and was like, oh.
Who are you?
The name's Evitz. As in Evitz Marauders. The folk you killed a few years back.
Oh.
Now you're going to die for what you've done.
What interesting eye makeup. What was I gonna say? So yeah, we got that letter. Guys, maybe this isn't the time to have a conversation.
Wherever the sea takes me. You'll write to me, won't you? Do pirates write letters?
Badly. Hook hands make for awful penmanship, kitten.
What the fuck? Okay, anyways, what I was saying was, we got that letter from that guy that was like, these guys, they've kidnapped my daughter, and I'm scared that they're gonna make her not be a virgin anymore, and then I will never be able to marry her off. Please help her. And I'm like,
You there. Did my love send you? Will you take me to him?
What?
Either your father didn't give me the whole story, or I really, really hope you're talking about someone else.
Fenris, the man of my dreams. These brutes intended to take my maidenhood. As they argued about who would go first, I fainted. Then Fenris spoke to me in a vision and told me not to fear. When I awoke, the men had slain one another. Please take me to Fenris. I want to thank him properly.
I'm sorry, but I have no way to locate him.
Hey, what did you do to my man? I'll kill you till you're good and dead.
What was that voice acting? That was wild.
It seems I must wait a bit longer for my love. Oh, thank you for your aid. I will find my way back to Kirkwall. The walk will tire me, and we'll be reunited in my dreams. Fenris, my love, I'm coming.
Interesting. You guys remember that elf that we sent to Winter? The one whose fade space we went into? He saved her? Weird. Bizarre. That wasn't what I was expecting to happen.
I still can't believe Hawke saved you.
You've been saying that for years. Would you have turned me over to the Canary?
No, but I know what they do to their prisoners.
Execute them horribly, I imagine.
The Canary waste nothing. They would re-educate you into a loyal follower of the Qun.
Could I refuse?
There's always Kamek, which turns you into a mindless laborer. Like I said, they waste nothing.
Oh.
If you wish to thank Hawke, he's standing right there. I'm rather conspicuous here.
Absolutely.
I am yours.
It happened. Did you guys hear how breathy?
I enjoy following you.
Say it again.
Whatever you need, I'm ready to assist. I remain at your side. Always a pleasure. Whatever you need, I'm ready to assist. I am yours.
It's good medicine right there. What do you need, Hubert?
Catastrophe has struck, partner. We are ruined. Ruined.
It's always something with this mine.
Cart came back from the bone pit, half wrecked, with a dozen mangled bodies. The horse pulling the cart was the only survivor, and it does not speak.
What?
town full of rotten mages and not one can get answers from a horse.
What?
I'll check it out. You keep interrogating that horse.
I knew I could depend on you. Just like old times, partner.
Gonna sell some junk, and they're gonna go to the mines.
I need a drink.
Me too. I don't know how to say this, but I didn't really understand how stores worked until like 5 minutes ago. I'm how you say stupid. Fuck. All right. He just yelled in my ear. Okay. Just give me a moment. I'm bad at this game sometimes. That's not true. I'm very good at this game. I just don't remember where things are. That's it. Doesn't mean I'm bad at the game. God, you guys. How could you? Okay.
You pity him. He's dangerous to himself and everyone around him.
I think he's broken the thing he wanted to save.
You pity him because he's you.
Breaking the things you love most isn't restricted to mages, Fenris.
Sadly true.
Interesting. The OG crew. Let's go to the bone pit. Mine massacre. It's so funny that there's like no animals in this. Oh. Yeah. Cool. Okay, hold on. Remember the first time we came to the bone pit and everyone was just making jokes about the name? And I was like, stop. This has got some fucking fucked up history. And I read it and then like everyone was like, oh, Jesus. And it's like ruined it for everybody. You remember? That's funny. I was like, so many slaves died here. That's why it's called the bone pit. Everything's on fire. This isn't what a mine's supposed to look like.
So, I guess there are still no good jobs for Ferelden's then.
Nope. It's true. Anything over here? Nope. Okay. Woo! Anders is freaking hilarious when he wants to be. Not very often, especially not in Act 3, but definitely right now. I'm sure whatever caused all this fire and death can't be that bad, whatever it is. Oh no, it's a dragon. Hawke's just like a fucking corpse. Let's
That's a lot of blood.
fuck. Alright folks, let's go. Okay. Anders, please do us all a favor and don't fucking die. We actually need to keep you alive. Is that Anders screaming? Yeah, get out of there, Anders. Oh my god. I'm just trying to distract the dragon from getting Anders. Did you want to help, Varric? Am I the only one that's going to do this? You serious? Come on. Varric, you have a crossbow. Just shoot it. Yeah, I'll deal with it. Don't you worry. I'll get the dragon myself. Ow. Where'd he go? This asshole. I hate bosses like this, where it's like, you don't even just get to fight it. You have to fight, like, all of his babies. The dragon knows how to teleport. Yeah, he just fucked off and just went wherever he wanted. Ow. Okay, now I need help. Yeah, I certainly hope it does. Jeez. Fenris is like, don't worry, I'll just kill all these dragons. I don't fucking give a shit. Victory? That was one arrow in the dragon. Settle. Don't eat Fenris! Holy shit! Let go of Fenris! Oh my god. You okay, buddy? He barely took any damage from that. He's a fucking champ. Fenris is like bored. He's like, yeah, whatever. Dragons, sure. I'm hitting the button to attack, and he's just not attacking. God, ow. My life. Good thing we have like 8,000 fucking health potions. Yeah, we do. Thank God. Use it. Thank you. Hi. Do you want to come down? You're just going to try and... This is cheating. How dare you? Yeah, don't worry. I got him, you guys. Ow. It's okay. You know, literally anyone else can do this with me. Oh my god. Fenris just keeps getting yeeted. Like, this is why we're not getting anywhere. Our main fucking warrior is just being fucking tossed around. Fucking Fenris should get the armor for winning this battle, not me. I refuse to believe this is what actually happened. Varric's just having fun explaining.
There's a lesson to be learned here.
Ugh, alright. Yeah. Woo. There we go. That's it, isn't it? That's fancy too. Da 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 da. Yeah, the rogue stuff isn't the best, but it's fine. It's better than nothing. Dragon probably died by choking on Fenris's armor. Yeah. Okay, well, mine's safe again. Don't worry.
A dragon attacked your mine. Everyone is dead.
Dear Maker, what of my equipment? Did it seem salvageable?
Unfortunately, your precious equipment didn't make it. And neither did your workers.
Oh, my heart. So many years of investment. I am ruined. Ruined. I'm sorry, champion. I appreciate your help, but I sank all my coin into that rotten mine. I have nothing left to pay you.
I slew the dragon to protect the city. I need no coin from you.
Jump bloody dog lord.
Anything interesting going on?
Do you notice that Hawke now has like these little pointy fingies? They're pointy fingers together. Can hold pointy hands. Alright, let's see what other quests we can randomly pick up. Well, let's we can go to the Hanged Man and talk to Isabella about her what's it called? Questioning Beliefs quest. Let's drink with Isabella.
I hear the champion of Kirkwall's killed a dozen dragons and sleeps on a bed made from their bones.
Sounds uncomfortable.
And I hear he uses the Arashok's skull as a gravy boat. You really believe everything you hear, don't you?
I'm right here, sir. It's okay.
You're here. Good. I wanted to talk to you.
What is with these tables and chairs?
Funeral to attend?
What is this?
What? You mean Castillon's? I hope the cleansing blaze of the funeral pyres rejects his vile, sagging arse. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. Saves me the trouble of having to go look for you. I wanted to thank you for everything you've done for me. I'm glad you walked in here all those years ago.
I was drawn in by the intoxicating aroma of stale piss and vomit.
It's funny. Now that I think about it, getting a ship just doesn't seem that important.
It has been like 6 years.
I just hate to have to say goodbye. You're the best friend I've had in a very long time.
Means ever.
A toast.
Oh.
To friendship and to us.
Yes. Lovely. Do stuff later. I guess we could do this side quest. Let's do that. We can do the side quest and then we will... I don't want to talk to Meredith either. Alright, we're gonna do whatever this is. Okay. Handpicked thoughts who've been purging the mage sympathizers in Lowtown. Okay. Let's,
And I hear he uses the Irish.
I'll take Isabella. Do. Alright, we're just gonna do this stuff real quick. And then I'm probably gonna wrap it up for the night. We've done a lot of things. And I started this off with doing the quest that I find very difficult personally. So, you know. Okay. Where am I supposed to go? I don't know what he's saying. We'll see in a second. Where is this? Ah, okay.
How you live the way you do. Blithely ignoring the consequences of your actions.
This is about the Canary thing, isn't it? I'm not ignoring it. I just recognize that it happened years ago. There's this fantastic thing called moving on. You should try it sometime.
Has it occurred to you that Kirkwall is only just recovering from the Canary attack?
And you want me to... what? Flog myself daily? Has it occurred to you that maybe there's no justice in the world? Other than that voice you keep in your head?
Oh, I didn't say anything now. Oh my god. She just kicked him in the balls right in front of us. We witnessed a murder.
Mercy, sir. Mercy. I've done nothing wrong.
You harbored a known apostate.
What crime is feeding my cousin? She was whipped, half starving.
It is a crime against the Maker. The sentence is... Intruders, deal with them.
I mean, it's not a crime against the Maker to help a mage. Holy shit. All cops are bastards. Listen, when Templars work properly, they serve a good purpose.
I thought I was dead. I just let her stay the night.
She didn't get to finish what she was saying. When Templars actually do the job they're supposed to do and aren't fucked up by everything surrounding their job, you know, they can be good people and they can do good work. Unfortunately, it's very rarely what the case is. I need to figure out where the Sword of Mercy is. So I want to give Fenris the Sword of Mercy. I'm going to look it up while I walk. So I'm going to walk into a wall immediately. I hope I haven't missed it. Sometimes these gifts are only like... Oh, jeez. Sometimes these gifts are only in specific quest locations. Okay, we didn't miss it yet. That's all I had to check. I know what quest it's supposed to be on, so... Okay. Let's fight some guys. It's my puppy. There we go. Remember when Anders was screaming because that dragon kept lighting him on fire? That was kind of funny, wasn't it? At least I thought so. Okay, so I did that. Let's go get the letter.
Welcome home.
Do I have a letter?
Another message
Nice.
came while you were away. It's on your desk.
Noble agenda. I'm pleased to hear that our business ventures were resolved successfully. I plan to meet other interested parties tonight in Lowtown. It is a dangerous place, and I have word our rivals may also make an appearance. Your support and protection would be appreciated. Okay. Alright, let's go cause some trouble. Actually, I'm going to do this party. Where was I supposed to go? Lowtown at night. Follower of she.
We
Oh.
cannot stand idly by as Meredith oversteps herself. at
What
every
happened?
turn. We shall have a Viscount again and return sanity to Kirkwall.
This course is foolhardy.
Oh, hoi
The
ho.
Knight Commander will kill us all.
Edgard, you do yourself no credit. My father and my grandfather both died defending Kirkwall from aggressors.
This is a handsome beard.
Hawke, Lady Selbrecht, you
Selbrecht.
have my sword.
I warned you.
Oh, now we have to fight these other guys as well as this, like, random gang. Oh my goodness gracious. Game, this doesn't seem like this is what's supposed to... Wow. Okay.
Time for a potion.
Time for a potion. Me too. This is very stupid. I don't think this gang was supposed to be here as well. Where were they? Oh, I died. I wasn't paying attention. Oh my god. Why don't I have 2 mages? What am I doing with my life? Fuck me, man. I'm just gonna attack things as Fenris. I'm gonna try and keep this girl alive.
This attack will cement their
What?
When the time comes,
Okay.
you will have our aid. Take this with our blessings. Everyone, we must go before they send more attackers.
Oh my god. Okay. The Hawke just dies immediately. Ugh. God. We good? No.
If someone finds my spleen anywhere, let me know.
Anyone need healing?
Huh? What was that? What happened? I think I broke the game. I'm glad that guy just gave up until we went and, like, confronted him. He was like, eh. You know when you're the last guy in your gang and you just watch some fucking elf cleave everyone in half and you're like, should have been a baker. That's my joke. I hope it was funny. Okay. All right. That's going to be it for this session, you guys. Next session, we should do some mainline story stuff. We should do some Anders. We should do some Meryl. We'll do some of that stuff. We've gotten the big Fenris thing out of the way, and now we are freewheeling to the end, and it's going to be good. All right. It was a great stream. I'm glad. Thank you so much for joining. I had fun. I had a good time.
Tell me, and it is
Let's
done.
try for one more of yours.
I remain at your side.
It's close.
I am yours.